Hello YouTube, my name is Ruben Carrillo and I am with Hi-Fi MIDI, and I'm going to be reviewing three guitar plugins that I own. One of them is the Evolution guitar from Orange Tree Samples. The second one is RealStrat3 from Music Lab, and the third one is AGF, or the Fender guitar from Ample Sound. Now, these are three great guitars, and they're very different from each other. I will say this review is kind of unfair because the Evolution guitar is not a Fender. However, what I do want to point out is the features, the user features that they have. And this is going to be a basic review, so it's not going to go too in-depth. First, we're going to check out the Strawberry guitar. What I like about this guitar is that it comes with a lot of presets that just change the whole flavor of it, the whole sound. They can be pretty inspiring. My favorite one is Storyteller. It just has a very gentle and realistic sound to it. Here it goes. It's very fluid. This guitar can be used for background, for ballads and stuff. But what I don't like about it is that upon playing it, you get this feeling that you're playing a keyboard with the guitar sound, which that's what you're literally doing, but you don't want that in a plugin. So what I can do is raise the legato on the major second, and it's going to give it more of a natural feel. What I will say is that when you play the second note always comes out a lot softer, and I don't like that. I'll show you how. You see how those notes are cut off? But this guitar can do so much more than that. I'm going to use this one called Biker Gang. It's pretty cool. Actually, I'll play it with this drum set that I've pre-recorded from TuneTrack. Sorry if that was a little too loud on your speakers. I didn't lower the volume for that. Now, one more from that one. Funky guitar. This one's pretty good. Okay, I'm not really good at playing things on the spot, but I just wanted to give you an idea of what you could do with that. I'm going to put a limiter on this so that it won't be peaking. 1 second. All right, now RealStrat. This is a cool guitar. The thing I don't like about RealStrat though is that it's such a small sample file that it doesn't sound as realistic as these other ones, especially the one that I'm going to show you after this. But it's definitely very versatile. It doesn't come with its own effects, so you'll have to have a third-party effects plugin. I'm using Waves GTR3, And this one is one of the presets, so I'm going to play this for you. Now, as I said, it's not very realistic, but when played over a full band, you can get some pretty cool sounds here. Here, I'll try a different preset. Here, let me play it with the drums. Maybe it'll sound better. And this is why humans need quantize. So let me see how it sounds with an overdrive. Basic overdrive. Sounds very crunchy. All right. Maybe something for heavy metal. Does anybody still use that term? Sorry about the noise. This is pretty cool. So you have an idea of what it can do. This guitar can sound pretty, and it can also sound pretty ugly. Oops, I still have it on tap mode. Now the next one, which is the largest as far as how many megabytes it takes up, is Ample Sound's AGF, modeled after a Fender Strat. See, this is almost 400 megabytes. And that's just for this loaded sample right here. All right. So right off the bat. Oops. So this plugin is great for doing solos and just ornamentation. For slower music, I wouldn't like it for funk because the strumming mode is pretty sloppy, I would say. As much as I love Ample Sound, sorry Ample Sound, this is not as good to me, not as responsive or snappy as RealStrat. I'll show you an example. So I'm in strum mode, which I have my actual full strums on these keys right here. And In this area right here, I have my chord presets. Now I'm going to go back to, oh, another, I forgot to mention this. It has, you can change the pickups on this to neck or to both, and it changes the sound completely. So that's cool, and some of you might like it more than RealStrat3, but I prefer RealStrat3 for the faster music, just for strumming. But where this really shines is playing solo stuff. It has two modes right here, Auto SL, which stands for slide, and Auto HP, which I think it means hammer. I'm not sure. Somebody correct me, please. But these two, they're good for different things. If I'm going to be playing fast picking, then I want to play in HP, Auto HP. But if I'm going to be doing solo work that has sliding on it, then I obviously want the slide. I'll give you an example of how each of them sounds. I'm going to try to slide in Auto HP. See how harder it is? So you hear each note distinctly from one another. Now in Auto SL, Auto Slide mode, it sounds a lot more natural, those slides. However, if you have too many of them, then it could start sounding sloppy and unrealistic. But they both sound great. I hope I didn't put any of you to sleep. But in conclusion, I think you should try all these out. Apple Sound is generous enough to let people demo these large files, so they'll let you demo it for about 7 days before they cut off access to any of the sounds. So it's definitely worth it. They come with Fender, a Gibson, I believe a Taylor and a Martin, and a couple of other guitars. They just came out with a bass, but buy them and try them out first. But these are great things to have in your library. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to continue making more. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and I'll be putting out some more.